about to get underway. This one proudly brought to you by Pittard LDV. Away we go. Lee Aylett leads him down the main straight. On the outside is Kyle Larson going the doctor early. What's upstairs? At the moment, nothing. He's gone back to third and going into second place, the West Australian champion in Gary Higgs. They throw the cars out of Pitts Bend the first time. Back there in fourth place, Kevin Bell, and then Phil Barton in fifth place. So move down the main straight, one lap down, and a race leader is Lee Aylett from Kevin Bell. Back in third place, car number 10 of Kyle Larson, Kevin Bell in fourth, and then back in fifth is Phil Barton. That's where the action is, and then back to Adam Harvey in sixth. 2 laps down, and Lee Aylett leads them.
He certainly is doing a great job in front of Higgs there. It's a long way back to Kyle Larson. They've lost a bit of ground just behind Larson. Kevin Bell is sitting around, and Barton and Harvey fight it out for the minor positions in there as well. There's battles of twos for the front six, and the main battle at the front is Lee Aylett and Gary Higgs. Gary Higgs maybe just dropping off a little bit there. Kyle Larson on the track down, coming up back, as we look back towards sixth place. Adam Harvey trying to get around Phil. At the moment, as one car goes around, and I think that was the 90s, the 98, wasn't it, Adam Harvey?
Yep.
So Adam Harvey goes around on turn one.
That's the amount of restarts we've had this season. Last weekend we had well over 20 on both nights.
Of course, this season only contributing as last week and this week so far, but there's plenty more speedway to come as Lee Aylett gets a good start again. Higgs, Larson, Bell, Barton all come around the cone with no dramas. Underneath, and just trying to get around is Barton. Gets himself up into fourth place, pushing Kevin Bell back into fifth. They come around with 16 laps to go. It's Lee Aylett in third on his name at the moment is Gary Higgs.
Yeah, Gary Higgs will look for an inside pass on Lee Aylett. Back in third place going well is Kyle Larson. Back then to Phil Barton, who's got plenty of speed in the 36, and then back to Kevin Bell. Sixth place at this stage would be Steve Larson, Ryan Huxtable, and Adam Harvey sees them all. Down the main straight, 15 to go. Lee Aylett still your race leader. So go down into Pearson Teeny's. Back then to Gary Higgs in second place. Third place is the 10 of Kyle Larson, and then we've got the 36 car in fourth of Phil Barton, and third and fourth are starting to close. They're not getting away around lead two cars. Lee Aylett still in front, 14 to go.
Gary Higgs trying absolutely everything to keep up with Aylett at the moment, and even trying a passing move. Kyle Larson inches closer. Those front two cars just seem to be gaining a little bit of speed as they head down restaurant into Catalano's, and we'll have 16 laps to go this time around. Out in front, Aylett gets back to Higgs, and then Larson and Bell. Further back we look, and it's Barton and Harvey in a battle for last position at the moment. Oh, they come very close to each other, and Huxtable nearly runs into a bit of trouble there. But we look out the front, and it's 16 laps to go, 15 laps to go for Lee Aylett.
Actually, it's 12 to go. We've done 8. Back in front, it's Lee Aylett. Back in second is still Gary Higgs. Battle for third is still on in earnest. Kyle Larson is still there, but underneath comes Phil Barton. Larson's able to hold him off for the moment. Now he gets through, and he'll start the chase out after our lead two cars. The 36 is quick. Down into Pearson Teeny's again. Our race leader is still Lee Aylett. They're coming up towards the halfway mark. It is a race in two. Lee Aylett just in front. Gary Higgs in second place. 10 down and 10 to go.
Aylett doing it nice and easily out in front at the moment. Higgs just doesn't have any of those answers just yet, but there's still some real estate in this race. 9.5 laps to go. Barton and Larson still in third and fourth. Then it's back to fifth place of Kevin Bell. Can we see any changes here? With 9 laps to go this time around. It is Aylett out in front. The difference at the moment, 1.10. It has been a lot closer earlier in the race. The third position of Barton spreads out, and it's a long way back, and Kyle Larson equally spreads out as well. The number 4 is the man who's out in front. He's seen this position already earlier tonight. Can he do it in the feature? Lee Aylett from Gary Higgs and Phil Barton and Kyle Larson.
So 8 laps remain, but Gary Higgs won't go away. So head down the back straight once again. The margin was 0.7 of a second. Higgs is staying with him. They'll come out of Pitts Bend. There's quite a bit of an indent in the racetrack over there, which is sending cars offline. And they're going to have to negotiate Ryan Huxtable in the last 7 laps. Down the back straight, Lee Aylett's lead is 3 car lengths. 2 car lengths now to Gary Higgs as they head up into the top turn. As they come out of Pitts Bend, there's half a dozen laps to go, and they're about to come up on Ryan Huxtable.
Certainly are. This lap traffic could mean the difference for car 4 of Lee Aylett, who's out in front. He does have to slow down, which opens the door for Higgs. Higgs also has to get underneath, though. Higgs is going to come around, but Aylett gets under and puts lap traffic between him and Higgs at this point. Higgs got a bit of work to do. He's not going to be able to get around. He's going to try around the outside. So lost a fair bit of ground there as Gary Higgs as they come to Huxtable. One car does a 360 right in front of our race leader. He gets around, but everything's all right. Just a bit of dust in the air. So Aylett's still out in front as he hits another lap car. Gary Higgs on the track down, still in trouble. Behind Huxtable there, trying to get underneath and around. That's causing a lot of dramas at the moment. He does get around this time, and Aylett's out in front. Huxtable lost a bit of ground.
So they move out of turn number 2. Aylett hasn't got past Adam Harvey. This might be the last hurrah for Gary Higgs. If Harvey can hold Aylett up, there's 3 laps to go this time around. Out of Pitts Bend they come. Passing flag is out on the 98. Around the outside goes Lee Aylett. Moves down into turn number 1 and 2. There'll be 2.5 laps left to go. Gary Higgs in second place. Third place still Phil Barton, then Kyle Larson. That's the first 4. There are 2 laps to go, and Lee Aylett has led from the get-go.
He certainly has, and again, Gary Higgs struggling with lap traffic at this point. It's been a bit of a drama for him this race, which has allowed Aylett to push away. Back in third place, Phil Barton and Kyle Larson as they spread themselves out. We run around with Lee Aylett getting the white flag this time, and that means 1 lap to go for him, and Higgs is still struggling with lap traffic. We look further back, Phil Barton in the car 36 gets around Huxtable at this point, so everything is all good there. They run around with half a lap to go for our race leader. Lee Aylett is a long way out in front. Higgs will be kicking himself. He's had that many dramas with lap traffic. Our winner is Lee Aylett. Back to Gary Higgs in second. Then in third position is Phil Barton. Then 4th is Kyle Larson. And then we move around to Kevin Bell, who's in 5th position. So our race leader for most of it.